the Springboks have been a more organized team for a way longer time. Plain and simple.
Okay.
These guys have maybe a 50-year head start over Bafana Bafana.
Yeah.
Okay, Primo is now ahead of this race and well ahead of the boys. The boys are struggling.
Whatever happened there happened, and it broke South African football, and we've never been the same ever since.
And overtaking Dedrick, the boys are now neck and neck.
Hugo,
We don't negotiate over there.
recupera lodge fe.
Ke sa dlala bolo,
Awusa dlala bolo.
ke dlala showdown soccer.
Because we are coming not vulnerable this time around, we are coming with the whole TLB.
Welcome to the Big 3 Show. My name is Mobile Kwezi, also known as Sporty Spice, and I am your host today. As you know, the international break is here. Players are flying in from all over the world. However, we have our biggest player, also known as Ichomiya Jamedo. So he says, Dedrick, what actually gets down with the big players? Let's go find out.
Hey, ke West go na bua ngo China na banong ne. Ya, we tla tshone bra. Santse re di 5 side and stuff, mara e jo santshwara, jo ke tla phone le fetse. One disturb man. E bila shuwe tamane bro ga ish. Hawa bana, yo mawejo. Hawa. SS. Boswak. Hawa ke te vimba no ntse ka. Ni hao. Ke mang jo ke magogo go China ni hao. Jo go tshwarele jo. E banong jo thama China nga nnete jo. And banong di apara tse o keng mo.
Shida,
O thaga ha ikande.
Beijing, China.
Beijing China and di aparo tse o ke tsa eng banong. SS fuck man. A re tsene ka mo re thale nya. A tlo bona re go tsala.
Ke sa dlala bolo,
Awusa dlala bolo.
ke dlala showdown soccer. A re tsamaya mfana.
So mage mo taile o so bare. Oh, ajo. We to dile dihu des ko China.
Shida,
Ai we. Are ye. Awa bra, o ka se bethile lo tsebya. A se ba sa ida din ke cruelty braga.
a se bolo,
Ke cruelty.
ke showdown soccer.
Ajo e utlo ho ya pere.
Joedi, e lokise mo lo wena o re ka se bile di power.
Ke yona.
Ira something, le ka something o tabo.
Awa.
Wa ntshwara ne?
Ajo.
It's the way of the Shaolin. Mara mfe thopo tshwantse ke lo
A
le
re bone
prima.
something
Aye.
ke ba bontse ane.
Oh.
Awen.
E jo mfe thopo e jo tshwantse go lo le prima.
Utlwele, mangapele go thala one pa. Go thala one pa.
Ai, mfe thopo ke lo lo le prima brega.
So we've gotten to the point where we need to have a little bit of a chit-chat. It's international break, so there's a lot to speak about. I've got the boys with me, and today we've got a big topic, boys, because since it's international, we've got to speak international conversations. We are going to speak about why does the Springbok team get more support than Bafana Bafana? And we're going to enter this conversation with some respect because I'm bringing down the hammer today. So let's get into it.
I'm going to finish it off, so I'm not going to start.
Oh.
Yeah. Everything I'm going to say is going to shut down the chat. Yeah? So save me for last.
Okay.
But I think straightforward jo.
Okay.
Batho ba nyako bona who winiwa wa ntshalo. And for the longest time Bafana Bafana wa ntshalo. Hape nna motho mongwe ba re ke tokelo Rugby se le iro ke se le ke lebella Bafana Bafana. Ba nghetile thata. So now wa bona ba pick up ile. And then everyone know una le matla o nyoko lebella game. O ga lebella Chiefs. Papa wa lebella Chiefs. E jewa so.
Who's the host?
It's a conversation. That's straight conversation.
No, I disagree with a big player. Okay, it is, you can't doubt the consecutive or the consistent international success of Springbok.
Okay.
But you know, in this world of sport, it's not mainly about the success. We have, yes, it is not. You have seen, okay, I will give you a very clear example about Kaizer Chiefs. They have not been doing well for the past 10 years, but we are going to stadium, we're behind the boys. We look at Mamelodi Sundowns. Mamelodi Sundowns have been doing well for, I think, 8 consecutive years. There is no support in the stadium. The stadium is all,
Let's talk about Bafana Bafana.
it's always empty, do you understand? So it is not mainly about, but what do you expect when we have a hater is a coach. Let me put it this way.
Whoa.
An Orlando
Big statements
Pirates,
are being made.
Wait.
Orlando Pirates fan of a coach. Since I'm so respectful, I've been raised well, I won't say that someone suffers from a verbal diarrhea. Let me put it like this, that maybe I can put it like it's a sullen ego. Makes it everything about himself. We have got a coach who say whatever he wants to say, who has got a tendency of speaking as if he's vomiting, and there's no one who's going to call him to order. Let me tell you something. Our coach Mike seems to be doing well, but the minute he bought a flight to Belgium, we're going to have lots of players bruised here. We are going to start from scratch. Let me tell you something.
And can I just pick it up from there? I want to talk about management and player development, because as we all know, when it comes to any sporting code, it starts at grassroots level, and we have to talk about investment. We'd have to talk about resources, because that's what it comes down to at the end of the day in terms of pushing the sport. However, then we speak about Danny Jordan, what has recently happened with the fraud case. We look at Rassie, he just basically led his 50th test match, and he's been doing successfully. So, however, with that being said, the Springboks weren't always successful, and they also had their dip.
Can I tell you, the real thing about this whole thing, this debate is historical. It's purely history.
Okay.
Purely. Number one, the Springboks have been a more organized team for a way longer time. Plain and simple.
Okay.
These guys have maybe a 50-year head start over Bafana Bafana.
Yeah.
They've been organized. They've been in World Cups. They've been playing tests against international countries. Bafana Bafana got organized in 1992, just before the World Cup or the AFCON that they had to play in the gold kit. They literally organized weeks before that one. Literally 2 weeks before that, they brought the guys together. They met, and they have to go play. Number one. Then you get a system where they already know what's good, because rugby's been international for longer. So they know the standard worldwide. So these guys have had so many years to see and play with the standard of rugby, to organize it from a school level all the way up. The investment has been the same. I mean, obviously apartheid made it so that it was a racial sport. So because the race that had money was controlling that sport, that race had a head start in terms of investment already. They had privatized stuff already back then. Now they have the biggest sponsor sponsoring everything that they do.
They have all the sponsors.
Bafana Bafana can't afford to do these things, number one, because our football hasn't been organized for long enough.
Yes.
We messed up a lot of momentum with the French World Cup, where we got a French coach to coach a South African team going to a French World Cup. That's the worst decision you could make. That's how you knew that football was not at the forefront. South African football was not at the forefront. We got rid of, I think, Jomosona at that time. When he was doing well, he got runner-up at AFCON that year just before we went in, and we just fired him for no reason. You know? So there's been a lot more organization in rugby than in football. There's been a lot more success in rugby than in football. And it's all because of that history. If they had the head start and they had the time to get as good as they are, Bafana Bafana, if we were successful and we had running from then, we won our first AFCON. We won our second AFCON. We got, it was our second AFCON. 92 was the first AFCON. If you didn't know, that was the first AFCON we participated in.
It's school.
So when we went to 96, it was our second one, our first formal one, where the team is filled with players that play international, guys that are here, when a league is actually operational in South Africa. That was our first real AFCON. As South Africa, that was our first real test. Was 96. And we won the one that we actually prepared for. Then when we go to the world test, because now we were number one in Africa. We go to the world being number one in Africa, and then we get a French coach. That was never for success. Whatever happened there happened, and it broke South African football, and we've never been the same ever since. We've been hiring coaches. We've been giving away money to Brazilian coaches. RIP to
the systems and in the past, you're not speaking.
But we've been giving away money to guys who aren't contributing.
People from our own country who, like the Dannies, who are coming in and maybe don't take it seriously in terms of what they need to do in terms of investment.
I mean, that's a heavy chat, but also the most obvious thing, we have a politician running football.
Not even politicians, taxi drivers. You remember the story of Pitso Msimang saying that he has been fired by Inkabi when he was coaching for Bafana Bafana. So it's not even politicians. It's run by Inkabi, this thing.
So guys, I want to take this conversation into the present and moving forward. What do you think needs to happen? I mean, we look at the branding for the Springboks. stronger together. We look at the Bafana Bafana, it's a bunch of losers, but the boys are changing the narrative.
Not a bunch of losers, guys.
Yes,
A
it's
bunch
not.
of winners.
Yes,
Really not.
and they are doing what needs to be done. We've seen it now with the recent AFCON when they came back, but we now looking forward. We're saying these boys can do something. What do you think needs to change structurally, branding
Not a
and
lot.
positioning?
I don't think a lot. I think we're getting there. I think so what I think is happening, right?
Okay.
You build points of interest when you're doing marketing.
Yes.
You build points, talking points.
Okay.
We have so many talking points right now. We're third. We came third in the last AFCON.
Yes.
We're top 5 in Africa.
Yes.
We have some of the best players in the whole continent.
Yes.
We have the best league in the continent right now, best run league in the continent. We have Hugo Bruce has a winning streak of like 21 games, 22, 23 games. We're third in the world in terms of consecutive wins, only beaten by Spain and Cameroon. We're going into this AFCON as a top 3 nation. So it's
Which means there will be a target on our back about
exactly,
performance.
which is why I think these are points of hope. These are talking points. These are points where South Africa proves to us. These are points where Bafana Bafana says, guys, back us, we'll show you.
Okay.
They already told us to back them. Last time they came back with a bronze medal.
Yes.
I think they have a very solid case to say back us again now.
I love that you speak about performance. I do want to shift it a little bit because
No,
I think
hear you
that the
because
boys
I'm saying these give impetus to marketing.
do.
That's what makes marketers say, oh damn,
Yes.
Ozone Apollos is the fastest brew in the team.
Yes.
Let something about speed sponsor Apollos.
Yes.
Or this guy does this. Adidas is back.
Yes.
Already the
Thank
you
you.
know what I'm saying? Adidas is back.
Yes.
So already marketing is already going to start picking up because we have more to win, we have more to lose.
And that being said, Dedrick, I want to direct this question towards you. The boys, do they have an official Instagram page yet? Because we know when it was AFCON, it was a bit of a hot mess.
Safa.net.
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 Safa.net. Follow Bafana Bafana, Safa.net.
Yes.
But like coming back to question how why do people support the box more over Bafana Bafana? Like ultra primo marketing, all of that, history. Also, like Bolwar Netomile recent, like 94, Boeing. Before that, Nelmata Tanswar. Obviously, apartheid. But then, like now, I think because we're doing so good, or motivated to level Bafana Bafana.
Yeah.
I want to level match. Barra qualify, Bafatogolo ranti penalty, Gaslebali. Kev.
Yeah.
I get Nilaning Kevelage. I miss a penalty against Algeria, Gaselebal, Nigalam Mara, Gasolebal, Togaloranti, Gasolebal. So the lots of Robile Pelucal, and then Axanogol Bafana Fan, or watch Sundowns, Kaizuruina.
But I think that's a problem of not having a historical background.
But you know
like,
what I think?
we don't have a history to win, so it's easy who we sape.
Yeah.
In Spain, so when we were there in Marbella with Orlando Pirates,
Tell us more, Mr. International.
that country is so proud of their national team. Like, even when women are playing, no, because they have a history of winning. They've won Euros, they've won. But that's what I'm trying to say also is that we have to build that culture. We haven't been up for long enough.
Yes.
We have to build a winning culture. A winning culture doesn't just come, you build it.
Sure.
We won the first one and then it got interrupted. You know, we won an AFCON, we got interrupted for a long time. We qualified for the World Cup via hosting it. We hosted it really well. And then we went down for a while. So we don't have momentum in terms of winning. Now we have the momentum that was kickstarted by this third place. Now we have qualification of the World Cup. That's also a little bit of momentum. December's coming, Morocco's coming. That's an opportunity for momentum to go into July. So this is where Bafana Bafana gathers support. This is where everything starts coming together.
I do think also we do have a new generation of players who are a lot more interesting that I think that the younger, the youth are starting to see that they can follow and they can like to maybe support, because I always think that each sporting code has a storyline and we are currently in the process of creating one for Bafana Bafana, which means it's possible, right?
No, it is possible. You're speaking about the talents which we have, but are we using that talent? Are we motivating them enough that when they are playing in their domestic team, then you call them up? We have got a situation where the likes, I'll reference with the likes of Ndusha Valala, of course. Yes, let me, look.
That's a very sad thing, but it's fine.
Yes, look.
It's very sad that you bring it up, but it's fine.
Yeah, no, it's not sad. We are talking about Ndusha Valala, who was not doing pretty well, but he get called up for Bafana Bafana. By the time he starts to pick up and do well, you drop him. What are you saying about the players like Tembinko's Lodge? Do you understand? So I think we lack a coach who's a father figure
Who's patient.
who's patient, and also a father figure. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You can't be as a coach saying like the incident which just happened, saying that a threat like if Shika is not played the next 2 games, I'm withdrawing him. Or if Cardoso doesn't play Ushika, Shika and Cardoso must look at each other how in the bench. Do you understand? So I think we lack that coach who's going to unite the nation like Erasmus Rassi is doing.
I
We
don't
don't
know.
have that.
I don't agree.
Can I say
I don't
something?
agree with you.
You don't have to
About
agree.
Hugo, no, about Hugo Bruce, I do not agree with you. And I
Okay.
feel very strongly about that because he's doing a very good job. South Africa has a lot of talent inside the country. So the Lodge thing, he's just not looking out. Lodge is doing amazing. He deserves to be in the squad.
Yeah.
But he's not looking outwards. And that's how you know it's not personal. We only have Lyle.
Yeah,
coming
I wanted
out.
to come
He's
there.
the only player
But
who comes from us.
what is Lyle giving you at Bafana Bafana?
Mara.
Let's agree to disagreement. What is Lyle bringing to the
And
table?
that's fine, but he also has to work with what he has. This guy has a pool of very good players that is working.
Can I?
His pool is working. You can criticize him as much as you want.
Okay.
It's working.
Goose out, Brandon Peterson in. Man.
Well, we see it all the time, guys. We have to say we do see Rusty doing that. But when you have so much squad depth, what are we going to say? You know, you can change a Manila Bok, you can put a Pollard in, you can swap it for Sacha, and now he's saying the same thing. He just wants a little more patience with the players, which I think we will develop over time, and that's just the nature of the game. All we're saying now is it's on the way. We are part of it. We are part of the support that's going to give Bafana Bafana the extra boost as they go into AFCON, as they go into the World Cup. We are proud of them. We back them, the boys in green and gold, and we also back the Springboks. So the boys, they're going to get fair support, ne?
Obvious, we'll be there.
We support the both of you guys. Just win, please, ne?
Hugo,
We don't negotiate. We'll be there.
Recupela Lodge, fe. Lodge. Timbinkosi.
Number 10.
Falling into death. Yes.
Kamnandi. Kamnandi.
It's a Lodge.
What was this? We have our resident professor, self-proclaimed. Papa Wawa, what does he have to say?
For one reason, we're gonna turn to page 41. It's almost AFCON o'clock, and there is only one winning formula. This thing is not a rocket science. If you want to win, you have to check which team scored 4 goals in PSL. That is Kaizer Chiefs. I'm talking about the last 2 fixtures which played in Soweto. We scored 7 goals. So some of us who have swallowed Bible pages, we will tell you that number 7 represents perfection. I see in AFCON we have been drawn in the same group with Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe knows better that they have been using our stages and they're not going to bite the hand that fed them. I think in Ivory Coast, the team that knocked us off, that was Nigeria. They mustn't dare try this time around because we are coming not vulnerable this time around. We are coming with the whole TLB. He is going to turn that look man of theirs into a look girl. I am talking about that sister Victoria. You know you always fake injuries when he has to play for Bafana Bafana. Hey, listen guys, we are coming with the whole department of chemical engineer. Ubaba Mhlongo is coming with 2 ostrich eggs. But before I can agenda the class, I have got 2 questions for you. Or just 1 question for 10 marks. Why is it that when Kaizer Chiefs start to pick up form, then they head us to international break? 10 marks.
And in case you're wondering why we're at Randburg Raceway today, I decided to force the boys to come and do a sport of my choosing. Since we can't get on an F1 track, we decided to bring them here and they're gonna race to see who ends up on the top. Let's find out who's gonna win.
Stop that.
Look, big player. No. What's going on now? Huh?
Michael Schumacher.
Michael Schumacher.
Ferrari.
How are you gonna win this race today?
Isimbo lidden. Ngeno tshwanela down so phela ke le go pele.
Where?
Ba mbetha kana go jo. Ene dimanu nyangamo. Kone tshwantsa nne go morao.
I got serious.
Pirate maybe 2 mmemo. O mmekwa.
Okay.
Ka go bela jo.
Papa Wawa. What do we have today? Strategies, Tini. What are we doing and who are you channeling when it comes to driving?
Hey, Hamilton, look, I'm gonna save dust today. There's gonna be dust on the stoop. Watch the space.
Okay, dust on the track. Ingana, dust, where are we gonna get the dust from?
Don't worry, leave that to me.
Oh, okay.
Leave that to me. You know, I've got the heart of a Chinese person. I hold grudges like Chinese people. You killed my father 100 years ago. Now it's payback time. Yeah!
This strategy said I'm trying to tin. Yeah.
Just watch. The boys didn't say anything in Spain pre-season. We didn't say anything.
Okay.
We just played.
Okay.
And look now. Just watch.
Good Niggy Goma International between Spain, China. The boys are saying they're going to show something on this track. I want to see who's going to win. These strategies are a bit funny, but Gifunu wanna go to Wowza number 1.
3, 2, 1, go!
Off the boys go into the straight to the Randburg Raceway. We see them going into the first curve of the race. We see the boys are going into the Randburg hairpin. Let's see how they can go. I see number 2 is getting ahead of the boys. Oh, number 3 creeping in from the back. Fast. Many seconds ahead. He's going fast. Primo trying to keep up. He said he's channeling his inner Hamilton. Will he be able to do it? Will he be able to overtake the boys? We see Babawa going first ahead and overtaking Dedrick. The boys are now neck and neck. Will there be a winner in this curve? And just like that, Dedrick separates himself from the boys. Is that Dedrick? No, it is Babawa coming in hot. He's going in fast and he's going in heavy. Will they make it? What's going on? Primo seems like he's overtaking. Okay, Primo is now ahead of this race and well ahead of the boys. The boys are struggling, stuck in the bumpers. Primo has opportunity to show these boys what he meant when he said he's channeling the fastest footballer to ever live. This is possible. He's going, he said, let's run it up, let's go. Those turns, he's struggling in the corners. And now we see an overlap from Primo. Primo is coming in hot, coming to fetch him from the back. Will it be possible? Will he be able to do an overtake and lap them twice? Dedrick is trying to keep up, but he is struggling. And we have our winner. We have Primo, the winner of this race at the Randburg Raceway, who will be number 2 to finish the race. Dedrick comes in. Ooh, Dedrick comes in second. It is Dedrick number 2 and Papawawa unfortunately lost. And that is how this game ends. Anyway, that was just about it. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. This was the Big 3 Show, only on Snap Sports.